delighted to say we're joined again by Domenico Crolla from Napoli in the south side. I'm a south side girl, loving your work. Domenico, what are we making today?
Today we're doing the classic spaghetti carbonara, all'italiana, Italian style.
All right, I'm dying to know, how do we get started?
Well, start with good extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
The best you can find, not vegetable oil.
Always extra virgin?
Extra virgin.
Okay, and a nice hot pan. What are we putting in here?
Now, normally the Scots will use ham or bacon. In Italy it's pancetta.
Pancetta, is that healthier, pancetta?
It's less fat, it's got no additives. The bacon will normally have all these different additives in it. This is just pure natural pork. Talking
my language, Domenico. So that's going in.
Now you want this to be a nice hot sizzly pan.
And I take it you can buy pancetta from just any normal supermarket, any butcher?
Anyone will sell it. And if you don't like bacon, you can use chicken, you can use turkey.
So this dish lends itself to all different types of meat then? Or
you can do it without meat. You can put in vegetables, put in courgettes, broccoli.
See, you're catered for everyone. So the pancetta, it's frying away nicely in the extra virgin oil. What else is going to be joining the meat in there?
Well, traditionally, most people would associate this dish with a lot of heavy cream. In Italy, you don't use cream.
No cream in carbonara, you see?
No cream at all.
This is the dish, Domenico, that I want to order when I go into a restaurant, and I don't, because I'm always scared that it's going to be too fattening because it's full of cream.
Well, it's wrong to do that. In Italy, it's just the pork. It's got Pecorino Romano as opposed to Parmigiano Reggiano, which is a Roman cheese. And then we have egg whites and egg yolks. What's
the difference with this cheese? Is this not cow's cheese?
It's sheep's cheese. Sheep's cheese. This is a dish that traditionally comes from the Roman region.
Right, okay.
So it was developed with a Roman cheese.
Okay. So while that's all cooking away, we've got our pasta. It's on the go, because the pasta takes about 12 minutes, doesn't it? But it's not just water. Not just water you've got in there. What else is in there?
You always add salt, a wee drop of olive oil. The salt's very important. It gives flavour to the pasta.
Why? Does it make sure that it cooks better, or?
It just adds. It will taste very bland without it.
All right.
So always add a wee bit of salt. And there's a lot of salt already in this pancetta, so you don't need to add any more salt to this dish. The only seasoning will be black pepper.
This is a lot healthier than I thought it was going to be, Domenico. You're making me very happy.
Healthy and it's delicious.
All right, so what happens now? The meat's looking lovely.
You want this to be nice and crispy, almost brown. Obviously not burnt, but nice and brown.
But I knew we were going to be doing this tonight on the show, and I was kind of looking up carbonara, and I was so surprised to hear that this dish was kind of, I suppose, created by the Americans after the Second World War, wasn't it?
Well, the Americans, this appeared in no recipe book before the Second World War, and there's a lot of theories behind it, but the Americans would have gone to Italy with rations of eggs and bacon, and they would have asked the local chefs produce this.
So it was on demand for what the Americans were looking for, a bit of Italian flavour?
That's what they had, yeah.
Love it. So at least we'll get something to thank them for, eh?
And the name carbonara may have come from, there was a restaurant called La Carbonara. So we reckon the Americans went to that restaurant, they liked it and called it La Carbonara.
And that's what it comes from? Loving it. History lesson along with some good food from you, Domenico.
Now this is nice and brown.
Okay.
You want to take your spaghetti,
wow,
which has been cooked al dente, not overcooked or undercooked. Try and get it al dente.
What is, I'm being really ignorant now, what does al dente mean?
To the tooth.
To the tooth?
So you want to just tooth them.
Okay. Wow, so this all goes into the one then, cooked together?
This goes in. Now, a very Roman thing to do. Shortly I'm going to be adding the water, a small spoonful of water. You can find that the starch that's been left behind the water will thicken up the sauce.
Really? You see, every time I cook pasta, I never use the water. I always wash the pasta again once I've cooked it. Is that the wrong thing to do?
It's the wrong thing.
Okay.
The more starch you get in the water, the better.
All right.
That's why normally the pasta in a restaurant tastes a lot better than what you do at home, because it's the build-up of starch.
Everything tastes a lot better in a restaurant than what I do at home, Domenico. That's not just exclusively to pasta.
So add a small amount of the water.
Okay.
You see that sizzle?
And this is really quick to make and easy, isn't it? I suppose
it's
if you're
easy, it's cheap.
Mum or Dad been working all day and you come home and you want to cook something really tasty for the family, but you're tired.
Again, this will add not only as a flavouring but also as a thickener. Normally you'd associate the cream as a thickener.
But it's not, it's the cheese, the sheep's cheese. And you said really cost effective as well. You know, you could make, I mean, how many people would this serve? That's a big portion.
This would do 2, maybe 3 portions.
2? I was thinking maybe 3 or 4. That is a big portion.
Now you can see it's starting to thicken up and it's starting to resemble the carbonara. Now off the heat, we're going to add the egg white. And
Why?
Very quickly you want to mix this, otherwise it will become scrambled eggs.
Why off the heat? Because is it usually
Otherwise
just
it'll
under
become
scrambled eggs?
And you'll notice I've not put in the egg yolk. We're keeping that as a surprise.
Why?
addition
What's
for
happening
later
to
on.
the egg yolk?
Normally you would add it in.
Yeah, but we're keeping
Most
it.
restaurants would add it in, but I'm going to do some slightly more elegant if you're having a dinner party with carbonara.
Really? And that's just the... is that just one egg white that's in there? I'm just checking, because I am actually going to try and make this.
Probably 1 egg per portion.
1 egg per portion. Okay. The finishing touches. I'm still intrigued what you're going to be doing with this egg yolk that's sitting over here. Wow, look at that.
Nice and central.
Beautiful.
Try and get some of the bacon on top.
It smells
You'll
amazing.
notice I'm forming a well in the centre.
Yes.
Some bacon around
I think I'm starting to realise where this egg yolk's going.
Now just pop
Raw.
that in the middle, and then I'll go to the table, and your guests will just mix it in.
Is that safe to put a
It is, yes.
raw
If
egg
you're
yolk?
maybe an expectant mother, I would say skip this dish.
No, I'm not. Don't worry
Okay.
about that. I'll be fine to eat it. It smells amazing. Please remind me, Domenico, what is this called?
Spaghetti alla carbonara. And basically, once that goes to the table, you would the heat from the spaghetti will cook the egg,
Wow.
so it isn't raw. You'd mix that in. And you can see it
Oh, yeah,
disappears,
it's all
it
kinda
becomes
disappears.
creamy. And it does cook. It cooks with the heat of the spaghetti.
Gorgeous. All right, Domenico.
Please enjoy the best spaghetti carbonara you've ever had.
Well, Stephen's joined us in the nick of time. Stephen, are you ready to taste this?
Do you know what I'm thinking? That final flourish, wouldn't that be lovely? You've got people around for a meal, you serve it, but then you put the yolk in at the end. And,
Yeah, I'm not even listening, I'm tasting.
That would just be a special treat for everyone. How's that? How's that? How's that?
It's so good for you.
Oh, Domenico, we love you. That's amazing.
How much time have we got to the end of the programme?
Yeah. Well, anyway, Domenico, thank you for this week. You've cooked
Been a
some
pleasure, thank
beautiful
you.
food. Thank you very much. OK, remember, you can get details of these and all our recipes on our website, STV.TV/. You better leave some for me.